Brendon, what kind of challenge does Caleb Williams present to you guys?
Definitely a trending theme in our league as far as guys who are quote unquote dual threat and can throw the ball, run the ball, has great vision, especially for his age. I think I saw he's like the third highest graded QBR in the nation, so he's definitely a kid that's not going to be taken lightly by any stretch of the imagination.
Now, when you look at his kind of running ability, as a defensive tackle, that's something you've seen more of, I guess, like you said, the training college football. How do you approach it from your position in terms of trying to stop a quarterback who's really good at running?
Yeah, it just goes back to coaching. Like I said, we played so many dual threats this season that it kind of becomes second nature. You're rushing, knowing that there's a draw or a scramble at any moment. You know what I mean? Especially with this Texas Tech QB was very fast. We seem to contain him pretty well. Definitely not comparing the two because I think Caleb's a special talent and will be in this league for a while or wherever they go, I guess. It's Coach Clements and Coach Rich do a great job of preparing us for these kind of guys, and I think the narrative will be the same on Saturday.
Now, does he remind you of any previous OU quarterbacks you played?
It's hard to say. Look at the track record. Kyler, Jalen. Spencer. Even there's some very talented guys on that list. Each one kind of poses their own capabilities and own threats, and he's no different. He does a great job with it, like I said, with his vision, finding seams if he needs to, extending plays. Definitely a kid that we scouted well and aren't going to take lightly.
Knowing they could go, does that change anything?
Go or out of the
OU, yeah. No, this could be the last Bedlam for a while. Have you allowed yourself to think about that, or does that? Can you make this game any more important? Does that add something extra?
This might be my last Bedlam, so yeah. It means a lot to me regardless. What happens outside of this year, it might not be my control anymore. So to me, this is the last Bedlam, regardless of where they head next year. Well, of course, I want to watch it on TV when I'm a fan one day, but this could be the last Bedlam that ever goes to Stillwater or ever comes to Stillwater. Sorry. So let's send them out the right way.
How much does Bedlam mean to you as a kid who grew up in Oklahoma?
It means a lot, Like I was telling somebody earlier, I grew up on the other side of the stands for a long time. Parents were season ticket holders. We still got pictures in the house of me wearing OU gear, unfortunately. as terrible as that sounds, I can't believe it. But it's a game that if you're from Oklahoma, you just get it. Some of those guys in the locker room, they get it, but do they? Especially the young guys, they don't get what it's like for Oklahoma kids. And they, some of those guys, some of my friends that play on the other team, they'll be saying the same thing. This game just means something different to you because you grew up with those guys and played against those guys your whole life, and so it's nothing different when you get to college. Just better athletes.
Did the fandom flip when you committed to OSU? How'd the fandom kind of go with the
family's full support?
Yeah.
This play, I'm internally grateful that I picked this place as a call home. I hope I've been able to add some value to this university like they've added value to me.
And in the same kind of line, there's a lot of Oklahomans on that defensive front you guys have. Is there a sense of pride there too this week with you guys
100%.
As a unit? Yeah.
Played the same guys for a couple of years now, and I've got a lot of friends that play on that OU defense, and they're thinking the same thing. It's a lot of pride when they line up against another Oklahoman, because despite what everybody says around the nation, Oklahoma football's for real.
Yeah, Jim didn't want to call you guys underrated, but do you guys kind of play maybe that way when you guys were recruited and stuff? Do you guys kind of
about Knowles?
Yeah,
he said that. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, so is he.
He didn't want to call you that, but he's
we play we play with a chip on our shoulder.
Yeah.
I've known Brock for a lot of years. I've known Malcolm a lot of years outside of this university, and some of these other guys, and just some of the other guys that are from Oklahoma. We play with a chip on our shoulder. You come to one of these two schools to be elite at football because these programs are historically elite at football. We can all say that. So. It's definitely a pride. When you strap on that helmet, especially in this game, what this game means, especially this year, this game means everything.